the songs
really
are representative of the values and shit in the film.
So you had to go record all those songs.
Yeah.
And that's now the soundtrack.
With hell yeah.
That's hard.
Al Capone, he was the guy who wrote them. And if you don't know Al Capone, he was the writer on Whoop That Trick.
I was just about to say, it reminded me of that story because that he was the soundtrack, but he was the artist in the movie.
Yeah.
On Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow, yeah.
Damn.
So something like that, yeah.
Damn, that's dope.
That's fire, man.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so back to what I was saying.
What we got?
I have a question for y'all.
Okay.
If simmer down, movie star. If given the chance to bring back one of these artists to see a concert of their greatest hits, who would you choose?
It's a no-brainer. Give them the options.
I'm about to. I wish you would just.
It's a no-brainer.
We know who you gonna choose. Hell yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
You probably don't.
You want
Michael
you want
Jackson, Prince, Tupac, or Biggie?
MJ all day. Got to see the Michael Jackson legendary moonwalk.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I got to hear all the hits.
Yep.
I gotta see people pass out.
Yeah.
All
With him
that.
just standing there.
I got to see him pop out like Super Bowl and just stand there, everybody cry.
For 5 minutes type
Yeah.
shit. No, definitely iconic.
Too much legendary shit.
Yeah, is that all y'all answers? Because I'm gonna be probably the contrarian.
I'm
Don't
Michael
be
Jackson.
the contrary.
Not intentionally,
just to
because
be
you
the
know who I'm gonna
contrarian.
pick. You should know who I'm gonna pick. If not, I'm going Tupac all day. And
Oh, I thought you was going Beige Rage. I thought
no, I'm
you
not
was
going. I'm not
Prince.
going Yeeks out. Nah, I ain't going Yeeks out with the pink or the purple Prince.
no.
I'm not going Prince. No, although the reason, and then I think too, Michael Jackson obviously would be.
Damn, you could really go as Prince for Halloween. Real shit.
Game blouses.
Game.
Would you do that though? Would you do that? Like,
No,
if your girl was like, be Prince and I'm
I'm
gonna
not
be.
going. I'm not going on the
Yeah.
platform.
Apollonia.
I'm not putting on the
Oh, that'd be
platforms
hard.
with the blouse and all that. I ain't doing that. Shout out to Prince because he was still pimping these hoes.
And you can make one of these of the guitar.
Yeah.
Oh, walk around with that would be cold.
And the motorcycle.
One thing I will say though,
It's not happening because y'all emphasizing cheeks out. Pause.
being a young kid in that era and remember seeing like the ladies in the neighborhood and all that, they really loved
Prince.
Prince
Yeah.
had the bitches,
My
bro.
mom was obsessed with
Because he
Prince. That's
related
all
to
I
them.
heard
They had a
growing
lot
up.
of similar shit. Like they
Prince
had the
has the
same
bitches.
hairstylists.
Oh, my mom had that little comb.
Same
little-
Prince.
Same makeup.
They
all
love
that.
purple.
Same pancake 43.
Bitch, let's go get a manicure.
But Prince got the hits.
And our hair done, and I'll fuck you later.
They got a guitar and a motorcycle, bro.
It reminds me of the Chappelle skit.
Yeah.
But I'm going Tupac.
Waffles, anyone?
Reason,
Tupac.
obviously, Tupac had the biggest influence on me in general, but I also think to be like a little controversy. I think we see like Chris Brown, and I think he's a reinvention of
Here
Michael
you go.
Jackson. So I'm gonna say it's not that I don't want to see Mike, but we got something similar. That's an amazing performance that has this close to the same type of impact in this social media age that Michael Jackson had when it wasn't around. So I'm gonna be okay with not seeing Mike. But I gotta see Pac because his life was so short-lived. He didn't perform that much. He didn't get a chance to touch enough stages and tour and do festivals and like actually touch bigger audiences. Like his biggest shows for a while, he never performed in stadiums. It was House of Blueses and intimate venues. So if I could have him back in an arena tour with 3 more albums to his resume, oh my God.
People would argue right now, though, that we got a Pac with Kendrick Lamar.
Fair to say. I can't even argue that. But I think Tupac's touches a lot more people. Tupac is the artist that no matter what country you go to in the world, they are listening to Tupac. Like West Coast music is the strongest genre of music when you're out of the country, and Tupac still has that hold, I think. So it's a tough comparison.
Yeah, they're wearing graphic tees with his face.
He's on all the
Every
buildings
country.
everywhere.
I respect your take on Michael Jackson. I
little
don't
bit.
agree with it at all, though.
Okay.
Chris Brown, dope. I get it. He dances. One of the great dancers, but he's nowhere near Michael Jackson as far as
They're two different
impact.
people.
Correct. I agree.
We're talking about
Grown men
We have
fame.
little kids right now that dress like this nigga.
Yeah.
Old people that dress like this nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
Like to see that impact in 3D, like, and him actually do the moves that we see everybody to this day.
Still mimic.
Moonwalking is if you can moonwalk, it still impresses people.
You
Like,
still shut the room
shit.
down. Like that nigga
You know
moving.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That move will never die.
it never died, bro.
No, that's definitely fair to say. I think too. Do you think that choice would be made based off of your age?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an age thing
For
because
sure.
like this generation.
100%.
My mom's gonna pick Prince. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I know, like, depending on your age group, and it's crazy. Nobody really mentioned Biggie, huh? They,
I mean-
they got no stage performance for real. No,
No,
real. He
Big-
have enough albums to really.
Yeah.
I
But-
mean, with the people that he on the list with, that's not kind of
Yeah.
fair to him.
It's not fair to say to him.
It's not fair.
Not fair to do, say, think.
It's not fair you put them on the list with that.
Is there
Yeah.
is there anybody y'all would
That's tough.
add? Because I do feel like this list is a little dated. Now that you said the age thing, I feel like the list is dated because I feel like there would be some kids would bring back Pop Smoke. Some people
Or
would
like
bring back Nip.
I'd bring
XXX.
X-
Some
and
people would
Nick
bring
back, yeah.
XXX. Yeah. So like,
sure.
is there anybody that you feel like should be on that list that's not on that list?
That has left us.
Because I feel like
unfortunately.
this is too cliche.
Yeah.
This list is too cliche.
Biggest in
That's
hip-hop,
an
biggest
easy
in
answer.
pop.
I would love to see X perform.
I would take 4 different names that would make this a way
Well, I'm
harder
gonna ask you: is there any
conversation.
women that you think that are deserving of that?
Whitney.
Oh, for sure. See,
That's
I'm
first-
glad you brought that up
first
because that's
woman I
Whitney,
thought of.
I would love to see
Oh,
Whitney.
Whitney would shut
I
some
would
shit
also,
down.
I really, really, really think that the world would love to see what Aaliyah could have done.
Oh,
with
Aaliyah.
more albums
Aaliyah
and
would have
more
been
love
development.
Aaliyah.
amazing to see.
Performer.
Yeah, I
I
would
would
love
have
to see
loved
Aaliyah.
to see that. There's a lot of theories too, even about like Aaliyah's passing and how it opened up the lanes
For
for like a
Beyonce's and-
Beyonce to come and step up. All types of shit. So it's like that's one of those like red pill, blue pill. Like you got to see which way it would have went. And I would be curious to see that later on. Like, but I definitely think
Whitney.
that question, I would revisit that question on another show after I put a couple different names. Because that's a way better
It could
debate.
be
That
another,
was
yeah.
too easy.
Right, it was.
That was too easy.
It's either one or the other, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Right, yeah.
That was way too easy.
Yeah, that kind of, I guess, would lead us into the next one. It says, if you had to pick any city, region of artists to go on tour together and pair up, what regions or cities would you choose? And there's another list similar to the other one. We got East Coast group up, New York, Philly, Jersey, D.C. You got Atlanta or the South, which includes Texas, Georgia,
Damn.
Florida,
New Orleans.
Memphis, New Orleans. You have the
damn.
West Coast, the left side,
Yeah.
which you obviously know what all included there. And then you got the Midwest, which I think is one of the, in my opinion, is one of the regions that don't get as much shine. Detroit, St. Louis, Chicago, and Ohio.
I'm going West Coast, Midwest. I want to see California and Detroit. California and Michigan. Not just Detroit. Because
Oh, yeah.
a lot of people think Michigan music is all Detroit. And you go Flint, you go Ann Arbor, you go Detroit.
Southfield,
all
Inkster.
of it.
It's a similar sound a
Southfield.
little bit too, kind of. Right?
It's
It would mesh on a tour. It wouldn't like
oh,
clash.
California and
Yeah.
Detroit. Yeah, I mean California and Michigan. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Manny pipeline between here and there. Like if these aren't sister, if like Oakland and Detroit, if Oakland and Detroit aren't sister cities, I don't know what the fuck is.
Man, for
like,
real.
but I would love to see that on a
Combo.
tour.
Are
Even
we
like-
talking about mixing 2 on the list or
think
just
that's what-
one?
It says to go on tour together.
So I'm
if you have
thinking
to
mix
pick-
Oh,
They
choosing
put New
mix
York,
it-
they
choosing
put New
two of
York,
these.
Philly, and Jersey together. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
But it's
they
a
put-
region.
I know. So that's why we saying mixing all those is one to go on tour.
Yeah, that's the East Coast. So if you
So one
pick,
of the four-
if you
Okay.
pick the East Coast, you'd have artists from those cities
okay.
pair up with
So basically
another
a
coast.
region.
Yeah.
Which region would we like to see?
Pair up
team
with another
on?
region and go on a
Yeah.
tour, a worldwide tour, nationwide tour.
That was a good one.
I'm
And
gonna go.
then it all
go ahead.
depends on like era too. Well, are we talking about today?
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, right now.
Today.
That's a good one.
Ooh, that is
I'm
tricky.
going south.
And who? And another,
Y'all
which
know
other
me.
one? South and what?
South by South.
Remember, you're gonna pick
Oh,
another
picking
region
south and another region.
that would be on a tour that you would go buy a ticket for.
But I
Waiting on it. Where you from?
I know mine, but I'm gonna let you get it off.
Midwest.
South and
Where are you? You gonna fuck up your
Midwest.
I didn't know I had to pick 2 of them. I thought we were just doing.
I mean, shoot, I thought
that's
it
what
was.
he said.
Yeah, I was confused.
But you know
a little
what? I think this is a little confusing. Again, options. Because if you think about the South by itself, that's a lot of different sounds.
bit. Yeah.
That's why. Why
It
would
is.
you pick that?
Because I would take because that's like saying you could get like the ATL trap with the Memphis. Or you could take
Hell
like
yeah.
the
Yeah.
New Orleans bounce with the Miami bass.
And
the- Hell
like,
yeah.
and
Florida
those,
bop.
that would be a fire tour. Now
That's a lot in
some
its
shit.
own.
That's my answer.
That's some
I'm
shit I
going
would do.
south.
I'm
I
going
would-
West Coast and the South pairing up.
I would go Spring Break mix and take New Orleans
Yeah, I
bounce
do West Cost
with
South.
like
West Coast South.
OG Miami bass and like Uncle Luke sound.
And we're talking about bringing the legends on the tour, so it's like a summer jam
Yeah.
for your region, and
That's
y'all
what
on
I'm
tour.
saying.
Yeah, I'm going south and
Bring
the
legends
west.
on tour.
Yeah,
That's what
ATL.
you're bringing your so the South will be Atlanta will be represented by the T.I.s and the big name artists. The West will be represented by the big name artists, and you put them all in one tour together.
Oh, see, I'm talking about.
Yeah, this shit all over the place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess it's all up to interpretation, right?
I'm like, it's all over the place now.
So there is no fair to say on this topic,
Nah,
but there is a
yeah.
topic. What's the top rap cities
If we was
in the
doing-
world or in the country? That's another topic we can touch on. What y'all think? Obviously, is the top, not region. Let's go individual. Let's go city.
top rap. I think on paper, everybody is gonna go New York. On paper,
Well, I mean, you know,
I don't
on box office selling numbers,
There you
we're gonna
go.
go West Coast because
And
we
that's
just
what
did
I
it on
was saying.
Amazon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean?
So
LA,
LA is the
number
top
one.
rap city in the
You know
world
what I
right
mean?
now. That's definitely fair to say. But you got other ones on the list too that they get some of their shine. They have a lot of dope artists from there. Memphis.
You got
Shout out Memphis. Memphis got
Sis,
a
could you
nice
zoom in
band.
just a
going
little
crazy.
bit?
Memphis
Memphis
is
going
definitely
crazy.
going crazy.
Memphis going crazy.
So what
Gorilla
cities?
going crazy.
So Memphis, who we got?
Moneybagg Yo, NLE Chopper.
Yeah, I love it. Memphis is
Glock.
going crazy. Key Glock going stupid.
And y'all got an individual
Stupid,
sound,
bro.
which is very respectable.
That's
You
what I
know,
was
being in the
saying.
South, that a lot of people kind of think the South has the same non-lyrical or the same like country sound, and those artists that you just named are really reintroducing Memphis to the world. Is like we can fit in. We not the country left out.
Not for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? With the new artists like Glorilla, Moneybagg Yo, killing shit. I forgot Chopper was from out there.
Hell
Duke
yeah.
Deuce?
Yeah.
Duke Deuce, yeah, definitely. Shout out
I feel
Duke
like
Deuce.
Duke Deuce should get a lot more looks and love than he does in the mainstream.
Hell yeah.
That boy is hard. Like from the dancing to the actual songs to all
Yeah.
that shit, I really feel like he needs some more looks because he's saucy.
Hell yeah. Then
Yeah,
you
a little-
had
go ahead.
Block Boy JB too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wasn't we just talking? Why don't I feel like we was just
He
talking
popped
about
out
him
on
the other
something
day.
recently.
Look alive, look alive.
Do you think, well, so we're talking about top rap cities in the world and we're bringing up Memphis. Do you feel like with all the drama with Dolph and Gotti, there's unity amongst these artists in Memphis? Is that why you think y'all are able to make the sound that y'all are the impact y'all making in the game right now is because there's a type of unity?
I think there's starting to be more unity. I think the people that are starting to pop off are having like their colleagues in the same circle as them. Like Glorilla has like the Gloss Up Girls and
Yeah.
those that whole group of women who have their own thing going on
Yeah.
individually. So with all of these artists, they have people that they put on also, or that they work with that are also as good as
Yeah.
them.
So do you need unity to be a top city, rap city? What do y'all think? Do you,
Hell yeah.
You can't be divided
We've been
and be
struggling
labeled
with
the
that,
top.
with that Dolphin Gotti shit. That shit was like killing the whole scene, and people had to like choose a side, either on this side or either
That
on that
definitely
side.
divided
I
them.
think
You said to be a
every
what?
region.
Unity to be a what?
Does it take unity amongst these artists and entertainers in that city for that city to be labeled a top city? Can you have like
No.
division?
Oh, does
You
it
just-
take?
you can
Does
just
it
have
take
three-
that for it to,
three
for it
booming
to
ass
be a top
artists.
city? No, it doesn't.
Even if you have top artists, but they don't fuck with each other,
And I
are
feel
people
like-
looking at that
Nah,
market like that's a
every
a lot
market?
of cities
Three
like
booming
that.
artists, all you need. Three booming artists, you good.
And
So
every
no matter
single
what's going-
region
but no matter
that
what's
we
three
said
big
has
artists.
that.
But no-
Every single region
They
that we
ain't
said
gotta fuck with
has
each
some
other.
sort of issue.
Right.
Every single region.
Right.
If you go to Atlanta, they got a problem. If you go to New York, niggas up there got problems. Chicago,
For sure.
Yeah.
for sure.
Florida,
LA
he just performed there.
LA just got cool.
But
a
he
week
just
ago.
said LA because think about it, the unity aspect.
I just
so
said
that's
LA
why.
just got cool a week ago. And that's my whole point.
Let's give him some grapes.
Like,
Let's
for
give the city
sure.
some
Florida
grapes.
just
Like,
had
let's
some
be
bullshit.
real. Like,
Florida.
all this brought
Oh, yeah.
everybody together.
The Florida
Florida,
beefs.
you feel me? Like, that shit's
So it does
crazy.
make it. So you got to have unity
No,
or top three
it's
big
what
artists.
I'm saying. You don't
Three
have
big
to
artists.
have
It depends on what
'Cause
your
everybody's
idea
so
of unity is. Like, is it just like peace among each other, or is it some type of collaboration effort?
that.
Entertainment based or street based, right?
Yeah,
are
like is
you
it
doing
is
for-
it actual relationships between these top artists, or is it just like us staying out of each other way type shit?
It just depends on which way you look at it. For
Unity.
Yeah, it's on your
sure.
perception.
Unity.
Unity.
Yeah, nah, ain't no fun in unity, man. Sometimes, you know, you gotta have competition. That's what keep everybody hungry and going and shit.
Shout out to the publicator.
Yeah, you gotta have some competition
Yeah,
going.
it's a
That,
definitely
that keep you on your
driving
toes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I definitely say, you know, as long as you got three big artists, your region gonna shine.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Definitely.
fair to say.
I'm ready to get to Do We Care?
Do we care?
Do we care? Do we care? Okay. A video came out last week. It got leaked. Nobody knows how it got leaked, but it's Ring camera footage, so you had to leak it yourself. But are you guys familiar with Polo